Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobbie and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot, and today we are going to take a look at what to expect for the month of March. My hope is that we have a smooth month. My concern is that we won't, but we're going to keep a positive outlook and we're going to see what we can expect. Now remember, we control our own experience, right? So just because there's crazy things happening in the world does not mean that there needs to be crazy things happening in our own personal lives. Okay, so I just want to put that out there first and foremost, all right? Because these readings are not to scare people. These readings are to prepare people, okay? All right. And on that token, these readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research, form your own opinions, and be kind in the comment section down below. Okay, you guys, so I just have a list of questions, and I thought we would just go through them and pull cards for them. Okay, so I'm going to do this a little bit differently. A lot of times I'll pull out my keyword cards and just pull for different things, but we're just going to rock with it this way, okay? All right, so the first question I have is, the Supreme Court has recently stayed the lower court's ruling on the USAID funds. So the USAID, they have, I'm sure you guys have been following this, but USAID is an organization that provides humanitarian aid among a lot of other things. The funds were frozen. They were ordered to be unfrozen. The Trump administration has not complied, and the Supreme Court stepped in and said they are freezing the lower court's decision, so freezing the freezing of the freeze. And yeah, so, and within a few days, they're going to make a more of a final ruling. So what is going to happen? Will the Supreme Court, the question is, will the Supreme Court unfreeze the USAID funds? Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. So Two of Swords is having a decision to make, a really big decision. This is being blind to the facts, not seeing everything clearly. This can be coming to a stalemate. But we also have the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles is the card of cooperation. I'm really feeling like the Supreme Court is going to cooperate with Trump and Doge and continue the freeze. I don't think they're necessarily, I think they're going to cooperate with this coup that's taking place. Oh, I want to say this to you guys before we get started. Listen. Everybody has opinions and biases, okay? That's why they're referred to as unconscious biases. You can't control it. With that being said, I will read the cards exactly as they are. And that's why I tell you guys the meaning of the cards too. So it's not just me saying something. It's like I'm giving you the energy behind the card and the meaning. But I do have personal opinions, and I'm going to share that because this is my channel, and so this is my place where I can share my opinions. I am not a fan of Trump. If you are, this is probably not the video for you, and I would encourage you to click out, okay? But because this is my channel, I am going to share my opinions. So here we go, back into the reading. So I do feel as though the decision, it's a tough decision. It's a very tough decision that they're going to have to make. But I feel like they are going to cooperate with what's happening with Trump and Musk. And we're going to see some, I don't know, we're just going to see some complicity. Okay, so the next question I have is, will Zelensky sign the mineral deal with the U.S.? So I don't know. It sounds... It's, you know, they're making it sound in the media, which, you know, the media, don't trust the media. They're making it sound as if this deal's going to go through. But then you see other things, other reporting where it's like, Zelensky hasn't agreed to anything. So what are we going to see? Will Zelensky sign the mineral deal that Trump is talking about? Will Zelensky sign the mineral deal that Trump is talking about? Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Knight of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles reversed is about vanity, ego, and it's about being dissatisfied. The Knight of Swords is a knight that's coming in ready for battle, ready for conflict. No, I don't think he will sign it. Or, no, I don't think he's going to sign it. Because I think he's going to fight it. He's going to fight it because of this, yeah. There's nothing in it that's going to benefit Zelensky. The only way that Zelensky, I feel, would sign it would be under duress. So the next question then is, will Trump or Musk try to put Zelensky under duress and force him to sign the deal? We have the Four of Cups and we have the Knight of Wands reversed. Four of Cups is being very dissatisfied. It's being bored. It's thinking about something. The Knight of Wands reversed, this is, it can be a miscommunication. So no, I don't see them being, if they did try to do that, I don't see them being successful with that. And I don't even really think that they're that organized. But no, I don't see Zelensky. And if he does sign it, then we need to really look at what exactly it entails, because Trump might be like pumping it up to sound like it's something really big, but we could actually look at it and see it's a big nothing burger. Okay, you know what I mean? Like how he, did his best deal ever with Canada, then it was like the same thing Biden had, then his deal with Mexico, and it was the same thing Biden had. I think it might be something like that, where it's like, oh, it's this great thing, and it's really like nothing, or a very like small thing. Okay, so then the next question we have is, let's look at the U.S.'s relationship with Russia. So what is that going to look like? U.S. relationships with Russia for the month of March. What will the U.S. relationship with Russia look like? That's way too many. We have Eight of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Pentacles reversed is about feeling trapped. It can be squandering, feeling trapped. I'm wondering if Trump is being, forced. I'm telling you, I feel like he's being blackmailed. The Chariot reversed. It's not going to go smoothly. It's not going to have momentum. The Chariot reverse is about being stalled. It's about going the wrong direction, and it's about turbulence. So there could be a bumpy road between Putin and Trump this month. We might see a little bit of, like, if not, it might not be outright friction, but we might see, like, some, like, this would be them, like, Russian state media putting out stuff like making fun of Trump, mocking Trump, like not denying what he's saying, but like, what am I trying to say? Like discrediting the stuff that he says. I think we're going to see a lot of that kind of stuff but you have to look for it. Okay, so here's the other thing with my readings is that we have to really look at the energy, and we have to look for this, because this might not be a big story. Okay. Also with tarot, we're reading the energy as it is right now. So I'm filming this on February 27th, and this is the energy, but people have free will and people have choices. And if someone changes their mind and makes a different choice, then the timeline can shift. So we need to keep that in mind too. Okay. So, and also just like really look at the energy, because that's what is the big thing here. That's what the tarot is showing us. Not necessarily specific events, but the bigger energy. Okay. So now let's look at the U.S.'s relationship with other countries. Let's look at how is it going to be? How are the relationships between U.S. and the European Union for the month of March? So I'm including like, this will be like France, Germany, the UK, yeah, Italy. Okay. So what will the U.S.'s relationship look like for the month of March with the European countries? Ace of Cups. Okay, this is good. This is like extending an offer. This is an offer of something. So we might see some kind of truce or people reaching out. That's really good energy. I'm really happy to see that. Okay, let's see what else we have though. This is like an offer of something. 3 of Wands. This is activity. All right, this is things happening. The 3 of Wands is about being productive. It can also be about travel. So we might see more leaders travel to the US. We might see our leaders travel outside of the US more, but there's going to be activity. And then we have the 5 of Swords reversed, and this is unnecessary conflict. So I'm wondering if this is going to be the European countries offering this friendship, this union, this ally, right? And there's all this activity of positive things happening, but then it ends in this unnecessary conflict. So there's going to be something that happens in the month of March where Trump's going, or maybe not necessarily Trump, but the US is going to have some kind of new issue, conflict that's kind of silly or unnecessary or ridiculous with Europe. Okay, so then let's look at the US's relationship with Canada and Mexico. Let's do Canada and Mexico. What can we expect? Because actually March 4th, the tariffs are expected to be put in place, the 25% tariffs to Canada and Mexico. So let's look at that. Are we going to see those tariffs put in place against Canada and Mexico? 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so 8 of Pentacles is working on something, working on your craft. 5 of Pentacles, though, is financial ruin. This can be financial hardship, financial loss. One more card, please. One more card for clarification. The Page of Wands reversed. So this is being passive and being inarticulate. It can also be communication issues. So what we might see is there being a lot of confusion about the messaging, and maybe one part of the government saying yes, there is going to be, and another part saying no, or it being unclear as to what exactly it's going to cover or entail. There's going to be communication issues with getting the messaging out. I'm kind of torn with this one, because when I see this 5 of Pentacles, this is looking to me like a financial hit, a financial hardship. But the Page of Wands reversed, this can be inactivity, okay, or being passive. So this could be not implementing them. So I'm a little bit torn. Let's get one more clarifier. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm not being super clear. So 5 of Pentacles, financial hardship, Page of Wands reversed, inactivity. 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is about material comforts and success, prosperity. I'm thinking that he might not implement the tariffs, at least not in March. I'm wondering if he does like another extension, like another 30-day extension or something. Yeah. Because people might be saying, hey, this is going to be too much of a hit. This is going to hurt. You know, we already have unemployment going up because of all the federal workers who've lost their jobs. So there might be advisors in Trump's ear saying we need to wait. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that one. Okay. With that being said, let's look at the economic forecast. What can we expect for the U.S. economy for the month of March? What can we expect for the U.S. economy? Okay, what can we expect for the U.S. economy? I'm going to take these. Okay, so we have 5 of Wands reversed. 5 of Wands reversed is deception, misinformation. The Knight of Wands, this is all about being competitive. So we have being deceptive, being competitive. Oh my God, we have the 3 of Swords, which is heartbreak, grief, pain, suffering, painful endings, and we have the Sun reversed. It's not going to be good, you guys. The sun reversed is about it's about disorientation. I've been warning you guys up for a while about just, being prepared. And this is the energy of why I say that. I actually did a whole video on how I prepare for an emergency, if you guys are interested in that. But this is the energy that makes me nervous and that makes me encourage you to be prepared. Because if there is a tough time financially that is coming up, if you have an extra store of food, you're going to be okay, right? Because you're going to have that extra food you can dip into. You're going to have, extra cash on hand if something happens with the banks, things like that. Just be prepared. March looks like it's going to be a rough month for the U.S. economy. All right, now I want to look at the Pope's health. Should we look at the Pope's health? Let's do some what's the vibe for the Pope's health. I mean, he's really, really old. So, there's that. And also he was beginning to have some kidney failure, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I'm not a doctor, okay? So take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. But it's my understanding that once you go into, when you're that age and you've had, a chronic sickness and you start to go into, kidney failure, my understanding is that's generally, end of life stuff because the kidneys and the liver and all that stuff quit functioning. Now, again, I'm not a doctor, but when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's not sounding good. So, paranoid, cautious, insecure, guarded. What else do we have for the Pope? Today, good vibes now in the moment. Okay, I'm filming this. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 5:36 p.m.
Okay, so it's 5:36 p.m. on February 27th. So if something happens to him today, if he passes away today, I want that timestamp so that you guys know this was filmed now. And one more card, please. One more card. We have chaos, upheaval, disaster, downfall. So it's not looking so good for the Pope, you guys. Let's get a tarot card for the Pope. So Nostradamus predicted that the last Pope is, according to his, quatrains, and this is all, just it is what it is. This is just a prediction. He predicted that the last Pope before the Antichrist came, or the the times of trouble, the revelations, the last Pope would have some kind of a physical deformity or something that happened to them in childhood. So a lame foot, or perhaps a disfigurement with an arm, something like that. And that would be the last Pope. And I have to tell you, I'm a little bit nervous. I mean, chances are the next Pope is going to be not someone that has that and everything's going to be fine. But there's a little part of me that's that's a little creepy. I'm a little nervous. Because Nostradamus got a lot of stuff right. But he also got a lot of stuff wrong. And, that just goes down to the energy changing, right? I'm sure that when he interpreted that energy, that's what it was. Okay, so let's get a card for the Pope. The Magician. Yeah, the Magician is about its action, its power. I'm wondering if it's a transition from... It's either a transition from life to death, or it's him having a miraculous healing. The Tower. No. I think it's going to be... I think he's probably not going to be around for very much longer, and I'm wondering if it's going to be in March. It might be in March. Okay. So now that we've looked at the Pope, let's see, what else do we want to look at? Okay, so it looks like the last question I have is... Actually, no, I have a couple more questions. So the people who have lost their jobs, the federal employees who've lost their jobs illegally, will they be able to return to work in March? Will the people who lost their jobs, the federal employees, be able to return to work in March? We have the Five of Wands reversed. So the Five of Wands reversed can mean two different things, okay? So this is a dilemma because one of the things it can mean is it can be an opportunity to reconcile. So that would be like, okay, yeah, there is a possibility. But the other meaning of the Five of Wands reversed is deception and misinformation. So I'm wondering if they're going to say that, yes, they can have their jobs back, but it's not true. It's not correct. The Queen of Wands is female energy, strong. Six of Pentacles reversed. Six of Pentacles reversed talks about not being grateful, having gratitude. So this could be a judge ordering that they should be allowed to return to work. But I could see what I'm feeling is that they're not going to be allowed. That the administration is going to say, yes, fine, we'll let them come back, but then they're not going to do it. They're not going to give any weight or credence to what the court says, and they're going to do whatever they want because they can. They can. Ooh, that's a little creepy. Okay. So the final question I have is I want to look at the energy for what's happening in Gaza for the month of March. Actually, I want to look at Gaza and, well, I want to look at West Bank separate. So let's do Gaza first. What's going to happen with Gaza in the month of March? Please let there be some good news for the people of Gaza. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is stealing. It's being deceptive. It's taking something. And the Ace of Wands reversed it's procrastination. So it's not going to be good. I think this is a taking of their land. This is a stealing of their land. We're going to see something in March that's going to head in the direction of them taking that land. Did you see that? That was the Emperor. I don't like that. Okay, so then what's going to happen with, let me ask my question first. What is going to happen with the West Bank for the month of March? We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Their luck is going to change. Strength reversed. I think that Israel is going to step up their assault on West Bank in the month of March, which I really don't like. Okay, let's see what the relationship is going to be like between Israel and the U.S. for the month of March. Oh, you guys, I'm reading this book right now. It is called All or Nothing. It's by Michael Wolff. I'm going to do a review about this on my other channel, so I'll let you guys know when I do this. But this talks about when Trump first heard about the October 7th attack on Israel, and his opinion at that time was like he could have cared less. He was like, it's Netanyahu's fault for not supporting that the election was stolen, and I mean, he did not care. He did not care. And now he's, buddy with Netanyahu. It's just sick. But okay, what is the relationship between Israel and the U.S. going to look like in the month of March? Three of Swords, heartbreak, grief, loss. Eight of Wands reversed. Eight of Wands reversed is an altercation. Is there going to be a fight between no. Really? The King of Pentacles reversed. The King of Pentacles reversed. This is about being greedy. There's going to be some kind of something between the U.S. and Israel, which is just weird to me. Unless this is Israel and the U.S. partnering to create heartache and grief and altercations because they're being greedy. I think that could be it. I think it could be them teaming up. We'll have to see. We'll have to see which way this one goes. But I'm feeling like it's almost like them uniting to create this versus this being the situation between them. But again, we'll just have to wait and see. If you guys are ever curious to know what decks I'm using, if you open the description box down below, there's a link to my website. And on my website, I have pictures of every deck I use. And you can click right on the picture and it'll take you to the link where you can purchase it. Also in the description box down below is a link where you can join my channel. Joining is a great way to support the channel. It's 99 cents a month, and my members get access to exclusive content and member-only lives where they ask their questions and I pull tarot cards for them. If you like this video or you like my content, please consider giving this video a thumbs up on your way out, and also consider subscribing if you have not already subscribed. It's really easy. All you have to do is click that little circle on the screen right there. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.